Let's have a little look around my sad little European town. Now, I'm not going to pass judgment on, you know, the town, the trees, the birds, anything like that. The music, nothing like that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not here for that. Not here for negativity. Not even going to be critiquing the game. Just going to be having a little look around the town. And see what we think, you know. Just to see, just to find out. It's not a big deal. Not a big... Not a big... I mean, you know, if it's live commentary you're after, you've come to the wrong place. We can only imagine how bad this is. How bad it is. How good is this town? How good, bad? Well, you know, if I had the if I had a 10-second countdown up on the screen, 10 seconds? That's not long enough. You know, a little countdown that says, you know, I don't know, click here or something. Maybe something like that, you know what I mean. Not click here, sort of something more obvious. Broadcast will be starting in blah blah time, you know. Sort of, I don't know, is you know, 10, 9. I don't know, is you know, 10, 9. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, apparently that's working. Let's just test the chat. Let's test the chat.
Test the chat.
Okay, that works great. Wonderful. Oh, there we go. I'll just mute for 1 second. Oh, wow. How much lag is there? I don't think I've ever seen so much, but you know, whatever. The image quality is fine, the audio is fine. We should probably just get on with it at this time, in this moment, in this happy moment. There we are. Well, yes, it is. It is a beautiful day. I think. Yeah, time is actually, what do they call it? Changing, passing, whatever. Passing. Time is passing like the river. There's the river. Now, question is, how many times can you step in the river? And if you step in it, and I step in it, are we both in it? Are we both in it? Let's see. Maybe it's stepping in the river that isn't necessary. Maybe it's just being at one with the river. Let's be at one with the river. What a magnificent town. That we are about to share together. I mean, now that is something. Doesn't even look like water. Perhaps it's a different kind of river. Perhaps it's a river of smoke or something. It's not looking like water. I mean, there are fluid dynamics here, I suppose. Whew. Wow. But that isn't looking a lot like water. It's a very odd looking liquid. It's making all the right noises. I mean, if anything, ooh, so we're just a little pause there while the machine decides to save itself. You know, it's kind of difficult to tell what we're looking at, really. If I hadn't told you it was water and you couldn't hear that sound effect, you know, you could assume it was many different things. But really, having a look around the town, it's something I want to do, you know, something I want to do. Maybe a little tour A little tourist snapshot. Well, I'm digging this copyright-free music. And I'm very pleased to say that it just plays automatically. Because it's copyright-free, it means we don't need to be careful and all that shit, you know. Really is quite a fast-flowing river. Now I'm going to say that I think if this was fallen into by somebody, you know, struggling with their swim or struggling with their boat, could be lethal. It's a very wide river. It's wide and fast flowing. And maybe deep, even. Maybe deep. Maybe deep. I'm wondering if in a moment I could, you know, begin the little tour. Begin the little tour. That would make you the tourists. The tourist. It would make you the tourist. The Tower East. The holder of the tower. The Tower of Ism. The shell. The shell of your Tower of Ism. I'm gonna hold off on beginning the. We're just having a look at the river. I'm gonna hold off on the beginning the tour until I know we have a viewer. Listen to that. Just a viewer, just the one. Even. And before we begin our tour, oh, what's that? There's a dash in the river. Hopefully it's not Morse code. Ode. Dash, dash, dash. Low happiness. Your citizens are unhappy. Try placing parks or providing better city services. Well, let's find out why they're unhappy. Shall we? Let's have a deep dive. Not into the river, into the town, into the sad little town. But before we do that, we will add just the music. Because I happen to be rather enjoying it, fools. Let's put that in there. Could you test the chat, please, if you're there? You don't have to write anything significant, just an emoji would do, or anything. Let's put the music at 50%. Go on. Let's push the boat out. Well, here we are. In the town, in the river. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom right out. And we're going to go to the bit of town that oh, how appropriate, this dizzying music. There, look, there's someone leaving as quickly as possible. Yeah, it looks like they're in a truck. Get out, trucker! Get out while you can. A busy motorway there. Busy motorway. Now, so you pull off the motorway, and welcome to the town. This is what you first see. Smoke. Urban sprawl. Tower blocks. More smoke. A lot of smoke. Some thing in the air. Hot air balloons, maybe. Let's go in. Actually, let's make the most of this cinematic music and give you a little welcome. Welcome to the town. Welcome to the town. Welcome to the town. Ooh, that was funny. Welcome to the town of Fucklington. Welcome to the town of Fucklington. Here you can see it clearly identified. That's how to spell it, just in case you're unaware. This town is a beautiful conurbation. Let's go back to the motorway. Have a start out here. It's busy in Fucklington, as you can hear. Now, what have we got? Let's have a look what's happening. So, you pull into Fucklington, and the first thing you see is this roundabout. Or as they say in the USA, traffic island. The traffic island is busy managing the traffic. And what are they here? What are they doing? What is this? These happen to be the incinerators for the town. These incinerators burn the local rubbish. What better place to have 3 incinerators than at the very entrance to the town? The first thing you see. What is all that smoke? Oh yes, they are the 3 incinerators. One on the traffic island, one to the right and one to the left of the traffic island, just so you can't, you can't miss them. You know that this town is is all about it when you see burning as you arrive. Something over there on the right is flashing. It looks like rubbish and lawlessness. Now, in case you didn't think there was an electricity supply here, you could be wrong for thinking that. Now, look, plenty of wires in the sky that are bringing electricity to all the happy citizens of Fucklington. There's someone riding a bike on the pavement. I think that's illegal. Let's take a look down our first road here. We're going to have to rename some of these streets. I'm not having Highland Street. And I'm certainly not having whatever this is called.
Happy?
Happy, yes. Happy little town called Fucklington. Yes, that's right. Happy little town. Now, if you could look at these lovely houses. Isn't that beautiful? It's quiet. The air is clean. People are happy and healthy. There's no better place in the world to live than Fucklington. What a lovely view. That should be on the postcard, I think. Just that there. Just there like that. Yes, lovely that. And a big sign underneath saying, welcome. Welcome to Fucklington. Everyone's in a hurry, aren't they? Look at those pedestrians. They seem to be quite busy. Why are they moving so quickly? Is it because you don't want to stand still in the street for too long? Because if you do, you might get beaten up. Or is it that they're so happy to be here that they're skipping? Now this is the urban area where some of the most down-to-earth people live. Sorry, I'm raising my voice because maybe I don't need to do that, but it is kind of like a little. It's quite busy here. Busy, I suppose. Lively. Lively is the word I'm looking for. All these apartments are occupied. As you can see, and let's see if we can listen into some of the conversation. Oh my god, there's a fire. Someone having a fire. What the hell? Is that place on fire? Well, I wasn't expecting that. Perhaps this is an opportunity to look at the town's... Oh, Jesus! Resources. That's not good. What a stroke of luck. I mean, what an unfortunate event that is unfolding. God damn it. Oh, hello. Who's this? That happens to be one fire engine. No, is there another? Yeah, 2 fire engines. Let's see what they do. Oh look, there they are. Oh well, that's good. That one little water pistol is likely to put the fire out. Fire out. Wonderful. Good work. Now, how much do you want to bet they just drive off? Yeah, there's somebody running. Off they go. See, now they're good, aren't they? See, that fire brigade, it is pretty loud down here, isn't it? Oh look, now the ambulance. Perhaps the ambulance is going to pick up some minor burn victims. It's quite loud in this neighbourhood, isn't it? But you know, the houses, The flats are a nice colour. We'll move to somewhere a bit quieter in a minute, because maybe the volume's too loud in my headphones, but... well... So this is a long, straight road. I don't know what we call it, but... actually, if anybody has a suggestion on what we should call this road... let's... the first that I like, see what I choose to call it. There's the fire engine to the fire station. Oh, there's the other one. Bloody down here. There's a couple of people running along the pavement again. What's that? Some kind of bizarre crash? So, that's a little look down the residential street. We've got the incinerator at one end. Now, just in case those of you were unsure, there's not a lot of crime down there because this is the police station. Plenty of electricity. Probably a little too much, but you know, you can't have enough. Yeah, sorry, you can't have too much electricity. Hopefully that fire wasn't an electrical fire. But they sound like they're busy answering the phones. Maybe not busy enough, because that one keeps ringing. Oh yes, there's the ambulance. So, what does the ambulance do, I hear you ask? Well, what does it do? Only idiots might ask what an ambulance does. Picks up the sick. And what does it do with the sick? It takes them to the hospital. Hospitalium. And there goes an ambulance right now. So, as I was saying, this is the busiest part of town. This is where all the poor workers live. We were lucky enough to witness a fire just a moment ago. Welcome again to the chat. Please feel free to use the chat. Say hello. We're just having a little look around the town of Fucklington. And we started with the residential area. There's the motorway over there. Driving into town, first thing you see is the incinerators.
Hello.
Hello. The incinerators are. Oh, there's another ambulance. There's quite a few ambulances here. Perhaps the people in the perhaps the people living here are quite sickly. There's another incinerator. You can't have too many incinerators, you know. After all, when everybody's put all their rubbish in the bin, what are they supposed to do with it? Well, the answer is obvious. Burn it. We don't encourage recycling in this town. We burn everything. We burn paper, cardboard, plastic. We even burn glass. We burn everything. And that which we cannot burn gets thrown in a big hole in the ground. We'll come to that later. Because, well, frankly, fuck the earth. There's some empty car parks. So at the end of the busy pedestrian, at the end of the busy residential street, we have a bit of peace and quiet. And that bell, which all the people who live down there will be able to hear, is the sound of the bell ringing in the graveyard. Now the graveyard is where the dead are stored. We store the dead in the graveyard and ring a bell so that all the poor people in the poor houses that are burning down are reminded of death and sickness and
residents are being held hostage in one of the local townhouses. Call the police ASAP.
Residents are being held hostage in one of the local townhouses. We will call them. We will call them. I'm hurrying now to call them. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm unaware. I'm unaware of that, but it is still to me looking like a beautiful vista. Look at all that electricity, isn't it lovely? So, as I say, at this end of town we have the beautiful toll of the bell where the dead are stored. We store them underground here. In case you're wondering why all these ambulances happen to be going in that direction, it's because it's precisely because the hospital is down there. Now, what's better than having dead people storage and a hospital at the end of a busy residential street? What's better than that? What could possibly be better? Well, I'll tell you what could possibly be better. These incinerators. Now, these incinerators burn a special kind of rubbish. Anybody know what that rubbish is? That rubbish is humans. This is where we put the humans that are no longer useful, and we burn them. Because, come on, what else are you going to do with them? And also, we are pyromaniacs. Nothing quite like the smell of smoke to make you feel alive. Now, there's a word for these buildings. I can't quite remember what it is now. Does it begin with F? No. It's not Fucklington, is it? It's the somethings of Fucklington. What are they? The somethings. Well, I will say there's fire. That's not the word I'm looking at. Yes, there may well be new land to buy. But that is not currently what we're doing. Beautiful. Beautiful sounds. What is the word for those places? Well, it's not waste disposal, is it? Leisure, I think so. Doesn't strike me as a utility. Electricity, water, sewage, and waste. Incinerators, that's for the rubbish. Landfill, that's for the other rubbish. These fucking places are called something else. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Looks to me like there's a... is that a motorcycle by the graveyard? Yes, it is, I think. Presumably somebody there popped in to the dead people storage to, you know, remember them. Maybe even wish they were still alive. How selfish humans are, how selfish. There's a mausoleum, which is just a fancy way of saying dead person storage. Where does that vehicle think it's going? Oh, hold on, what's going on there? Is that a police car? A police car and a hearse. Oh, that's interesting. The police car has vanished. So, just in case there weren't enough reminders of death at the end of the residential street, we go around the back of the houses to find rows of graveyards. There is no town in Europe which contains more dead human storage than this town known as Fucklington. More dead human storage. And every plot of land for dead human storage has its own monument thing with a bell in the tower. Monument sort of building, monument building, I suppose they would say, you might call it. Just because, you know, these people on the sunny side of the street, you know, they've got the sun there, so, well, what they need is a bit of beautiful music as well. So they have the ringing of the bells. The bells that we use to remember the dead human storage, the waste products. So what happens then is, you see, you get an education on the cycle of life. Look, this is where they live. And live is really a kind of broad way to describe their miserable existence in their sort of grey, I want to say homes, but awful places to be. And then when they've had enough of that, over here there is the dead human storage areas. So you've got it all in one, really, the full life cycle, or life and death cycle of life and death. Anyway, let's move on from this area. And go check out the hospital, which is the kind of bit in between, really, isn't it? I suppose the hospital being a place where they only take people who are alive, and to sort of mend them a bit. Mend them a bit, and then when they're mended, they let them go. And if they can't mend them, they stick them in one of these things. But anyway, how do you get to the hospital, I hear you ask? Well, you can park your car for free here and walk. Or if you don't like to walk, or perhaps you're unable to walk. Do you know what? This rain is beginning to bug me now. Let's just turn the rain off. Where's the rain control? Turn off the weather. Great. There we are. If you don't like to walk because you're lazy, or maybe there's something wrong with your legs, you can just drive straight into the hospital. Now, here's the way. If you're in an ambulance, i.e. really, really sick, then you get in for free. Pretty good that, isn't it? Because you don't want to be looking around for a couple of quid. Do you? Nobody wants to be sitting in the back of an ambulance with a couple of quid in their purse waiting to get in. So look, here comes an emergency ambulance. And it slows down nicely to be safe. No waiting. In it goes. Straight in. No barriers between the sick and the hospital. No barriers. No barriers. No barriers. Just something caught my eye or noticed here, look. This is a resident who has become unwell because they have headphones. They are listening to bad music, and it's so bad it's made them ill. No, actually what that sign means is that the noise pollution in that neighbourhood has made someone really ill. Isn't that bad? It's no wonder I had to shout while I was there. Anyway, let's follow this ambulance on its way to the hospital. There's the hospital just there. Now we could easily divert just over to the hospital. That is the hospital. But no, diverting emergency service vehicles straight to the place they need to be would be most obvious. And so that's not what we're going to do, that's just what they would expect us to do. So what are we going to do instead? We're going to take the scenic route. After all, when you're not well, there's nothing better than a little drive and a look out the window at the view. Especially such a beautiful view. Oops. Yeah. Oops, I do keep sliding off there. There you go, look. What a lovely drive. You see, now if I was, I don't know, struggling to breathe or in need of immediate medical attention, this pleasant drive, I have a feeling I would consider saying to the driver en route, wait, just pull over, let's have a look out over the water. I'm finding the air up here is so good, and maybe I don't need the hospital after all. And what is that smell? Oh, yes, the smell is from the huge hole in the ground where we put all the stuff we can't be bothered burning. It's called landfill. Anyway, we're losing our ambulance. That's right, the journey is not complete. We go past a bit more of the river water, close to this time. And the reason we're so close is because it's flooded. And as you can see, some of the electricity pylons are in the water. That's not good. But, you know, it all adds to the grand picture of life, doesn't it? When the river is flooded and overflowing and the landfill is full up and the ambulances are... I don't know how long we've been travelling now, but... Oh look, there we go. Oh, now, there's the hospital. And in we go. Oh, and he seems to have spontaneously disappeared. I will assume that means...
I am lost.
Well, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, we were just en route to the hospital, actually, so that's pretty good that you joined at a good moment. The sounds... I, for one, have never heard a hospital sounding quite like that, but I'm not complaining. There we go. You could be in a hospital room overlooking the river and the beautiful drive you took in the ambulance to get here. Needlessly driving backwards and forwards along the bridge. And the first, when you go to reception in the hospital, the first question they ask is not your name, age, date of birth, none of that. First question they ask is, did you enjoy your ride in the ambulance? And of course everybody says yes. Of course everybody says yes. Of course we enjoyed our ride in the ambulance. After all, it was free. And what's better than a free ride in an ambulance?
That river looks dangerously fast.
It fucking is, actually. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. The video opened with a few minutes of the river. It's deep, it's fast. It's dangerous. There we go. There we go. When the ambulance disappears, that means it's gone into the hospital. And it's delivered the patient. Now, while we're on the subject of patients, thank you for waiting. Did you enjoy your ride in an ambulance? Well, no, not really. Right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you enjoy your ride in the ambulance? Look, I'm sorry, miss, but you know,
I feel like the Joker is going to appear.
The Joker, indeed, with his button, and he's going to push it and laugh as he walks away. And then some years later, somebody will... Oh, look, there goes an emergency. Oh, goodness me, did you see that? The wheels are off the ground. Now, this you can see now, this ambulance is attending an emergency. Now, you can tell that because it's got its lights flashing. Sorry about it. I'm struggling to control the thing. It's got its lights flashing, and it's got its siren blowing, and it's going at a very, very high speed. And it's rushing as fast as it can. Look, here we go, look. Around the corner there. It's going as fast as it can to get to the the patient as quickly as possible. Hopefully it is a patient and not just someone who's called an ambulance as a prank. Because it's not funny. That's not a funny thing to do.
That road would be good to race on.
Oops. Indeed it would. Indeed it would, yes. Now the ambulance, as you can see, going as fast as it possibly can behind these incredibly slow refuse trucks. Which, you know, I mean, I think it's only fair. He's being very kind. There goes the police car. He's being very kind and allowing the refuse trucks to do their work. After all, which person in in a medical emergency wouldn't allow the garbage truck or the trash truck, you might say, to go first? Yes, you're in a hurry, but come on. There are people. That was a dangerous maneuver, matey. There are people waiting to have their rubbish.
The Joker is in the refuge truck.
Oh, that's a good point. That is a very good point. So that's medical waste. Oh look, there's your ambulance. Those people have just climbed underneath the ambulance. Well, oh yes, I forgot to no, I did mention already. We are encouraging watchers of this video. Welcome to Fucklington. We're encouraging you watchers of this video to name the roads. This road, very noisy, very busy. It's where all the hard-working poor people live. What's this road called? What should we call this road? How many floors are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors in that building. There's no gaps between the buildings. Who needs a gap? Yeah, some of them have even got bloody balconies. They don't know how lucky they are. Trash trucks. Ambulances. It's all happening along the street, which is not named yet. That's just a generic name. We can actually change it to whatever we want. Just like you can pretty much name anything in Fucklington. Let's have a little example. Yeah, let's use the inspector. Yeah, look, garbage truck. You can rename the garbage truck if you wish. Notice we just froze time for a moment there. So that's the journey to the hospital. As you can see, it takes plenty of time, because really, that is part of your patient's therapy. Name? No. Age? No. Did you enjoy the free ride in the ambulance? Of course. Now I hear you ask, through my telepathic power, what's down the rest of this road? What could possibly be down here that is beyond the hospital? Well, we drive past the back of the dead human storage area and the let's burn the dead human area.
Hell wheels.
Hell wheels. Yes, indeed. The bells ring for the dead humans. These electricity pylons, they just couldn't be seen clearly enough. Now these are the kind of structures that we celebrate in Fucklington, because look, that power isn't even going anywhere. Look, that's just two beautiful monuments talking about the pointlessness of power needlessly standing in the sky on huge concrete plinths, just to remind us all of the cycle, the grand cycle. Energy travels back and forth, flanking the dead human storage facility. It's almost poetic, isn't it, really, when you think about it? And there's the sun. Is it the sun, or is it just a big white blob in the sky? Yes, it is. That river is moving very fast. So this road, you ask, what is down this road that zigzags back and forth? Apart from two big holes in the ground, known as landfill. We store rubbish that we can't be bothered burning here. And this brings the local bird life. That's why you can hear so many gulls of the sea. They happen to be scavenging. Hey, look, there goes a truck. A trash truck. And look, these roads are so close together. One serving the landfill area, the other serving the hospital. And yet, if we didn't value roads so much and value the journey, and if we, let's face it, didn't have a need for humans to do something, anything, just fucking do something, then we could just link these roads up here. It'd be a lot easier for the trash trucks to go straight to the landfill. But no, we don't want them to do that. We value the roads. We value fossil fuels burning in the air. We value weird bits of road like that, which are obviously sunken in the river and perhaps abandoned under a weird kind of hill, which is obviously some kind of early tryout of digging a tunnel and it going wrong, and then actually sort of, well, not really resurfacing anywhere. I mean, where does this flooded road tunnel go? Is this the gate to hell? Is this the way to the underworld? What do we know? Huh? What do we know? What do we know? Seems to go just there, wherever. Maybe it's landfill, maybe it's quick access to the landfill. Anyway, onwards. Past the landfill. Along this, again, beautiful bit of road. And look. Up and down. Up and down. See, now this is what I find beautiful. Nothing more than the joy of driving. And to where, I hear you ask? Well, the second hospital. This is what we call the overflow hospital. This is where sick people who have been ignored by the hospital are brought to attend to their medical needs. And why, I hear you ask, is the hospital building so tall? Let's not go into that. No, of course the obvious answer is that it's so that you can land the helicopter on top there. That H means helipad. Helipad. And that's it. There's one route to the second hospital. There's even, look at that. There's a nice little bit of couple of tables you could have. Look, you could have a little picnic out there. You could go and buy some overpriced sandwiches and eat them just out the back there. Look at that table, picnic table. God, this is the pleasure of existence. Fucking hell. And so next to the hospital, of course, we have incinerators. The incinerators are burning rubbish. It's coming in from over there. Well, it's not actually coming in because that road hasn't finished construction yet. We'll come to that in a minute. That's why these incinerators are non-operational. As you can see, Fucklington is under constant development. And then just here there's a bit of green space. It's good to have a bit of green space. It's the green belt, they call it. This is where if your trousers keep falling down, this is where you go to try and encourage them to stay up. Now I thought there was a path that could be placed in Fucklington. I
really like this video. Ace graphics and hilarious narration.
Oh well, that's wonderful. What a lovely thing to hear. Thank you for your feedback. If you're liking it and don't feel like commenting, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click on the notifications bell and smash, as they say, the like button. No. You think I'm happy. Beijing palm. Now, what I need to do is find this sodding path, because if I can find a path, then I've got access to exercise for the sick people. Might help them recover, you know. Yummy. I'm just going, if you don't mind, we are a little way through the village, the town of Fucklington. No, tell you what, I'll leave any construction till we've taken a tour around the whole town. We'll do the tour first, because some people might want to witness the construction. Some people might want to just have a look around the town. So we're going to cater to both of those needs by starting with the look around, and then heading over to the construction. These houses, by the way, they're fenced in. And you may have missed this, but pointed it out earlier, there's the police station. The reason the police station is there, I don't know why it's looking so bloody dark. The reason the police station is there is because when you put a lot, apparently I read this in the notes of how to build your town. When you put a lot of people close together in a built-up area like this, this is hot.
Where are the people?
Where are the people? The people are, they're either in the houses. Oh, there's one person there riding their bicycle. They're either in their apartments, running there along the street, riding a bicycle, driving a car somewhere. A lot of them apparently seem to be in the backs of ambulances. There's a car designed for putting people who have stopped living. So there'll be at least one person. Well, no, there'll be a driver and an ex-person. Oh no, they do. Oh dear. Oh no. I'm sorry. I don't know whether you saw this or not, but that hearse. There were two people came out of one of those apartments carrying a coffin, and they were hit by that trash truck. Oh, where's the hearse going? Oh. Bonus points to anyone who can remember what these are called. The places where you burn humans that are deceased. So I can't put my finger on the word right now. But anyway. Oh well, but the bell of the graveyard, or dead human storage area, happens to be in tune with the soundtrack. Isn't that fantastic?
Something fishy is going on. Are we by the sea?
We are not by the sea. We are by this very fast, deep-flowing river. Deep, fast-flowing river, I should say. The gulls are here because of the massive quantity of landfill. You know how gulls of the sea, you'd always find a gull of the sea at landfill. So that may be...
Crematorium.
Crematorium. Sounds like a place where they milk cows. Yes. So beautiful. See, I would pay someone else's money to live in one of these apartments overlooking a beautiful scene like this. The noise, the smoke, the poor people coughing. The broken electricity pylons that needlessly fill the sky. The bells ringing continuously. The open holes in the ground full of rubbish that we can't be bothered to burn, and the looming silhouette of Oh god, it suddenly went quiet, didn't it? Wow. See, that's how loud those houses are. Those apartments are really noisy. It's no wonder people are sick of the noise. Somebody in that apartment is quite literally sick of the noise. I think so far my favourite feature in Fucklington is the electricity network. It really is a delight to see such an awful mess of wires, and it all looks very important. I'm sure most of this stuff is completely unnecessary. That roaring sound is it's one of those hot air balloons. But we'll come to them soon. We will come to them soon. We're going to just have a quick look if you want. Where are they? There they are. It's one of the leisure activities that I've created in Fucklington. You know, just keep people happy. You want people to be happy, don't you? So they're taking tours, paying customers are paying to take a tour of whatever the fucking hell they've decided to look at. I don't know. The hospital. Oh, and if you look down over there, you'll see another hospital. That's kind of... I'm not very good at... I'm not very good at, you know, talking like these hot air balloon operator tourists, wankers. I don't know what they say. They say stuff like that though, don't they? Like, oh, and if you look towards Fucklington, you can see, I don't know, the ancient burial mound where, I don't know, fucking, oh god, all the medieval people are stored or something. I don't know the kind of, what do they say? Who goes on a fucking balloon tour and listens to the wankers anyway? Not me. Talking their boring shit. Nobody does that. In fact, I bet there's nobody even in there. In the basket. No, empty. Empty. It's not at all empty, is it? Look, there's actual people who have paid to go for a ride in this fucking thing. Yeah, look. Big basket. You'd never catch me in one of those fuckers. Never.
The hot air balloons are near the pylons.
They are indeed too close to the pylons. But breaches of health and safety are encouraged in Fucklington. I mean, the hot air balloons are too near each other for my liking, but hey ho, hopefully they'll crash. Let's move on. I said I was coming to the balloons later, but we seem to have covered them in blankets. They don't like getting cold. But yes, you can see that in the basket there is a artist's impression of Moses. Come on. It's quite difficult to get. It's quite difficult to get a good look at these fuckers. Yeah, look. There they go. Oh, no. Look at that, you can see, I don't know, you maybe can make out the idiots in the basket, look, all stood around the edge. Isn't that pretty? No, you fucking mugs, it isn't. We'll come back to them. So, on the motorway over there, you're driving along and you decide that today is your day to visit the town of Fucklington. As I said earlier on, this is your approach. Welcome to Fucklington. You pull off the motorway, and what do you see? Incinerators burning rubbish. Three of them. Flanked on the right by the most beautiful urban housing I've seen. Police station. Hospitals far off in the distance. And to the left, an area we have not yet looked at. Happens to be... Oh look, there are incinerators dotted around the place. Anywhere there's a bit of land not being used, let's stick some incinerators in. So, over here, this is why everyone's so very well behaved, because what do we have? A series of...
The rich people in Fucklington are full of hot air.
The rich people... Well, this is true. This is true. Yeah. I mean, if you can afford to get in a balloon, you probably need to be shot down. Actually, that would be good to blend this game with several other games. You know, you've mentioned the driving game. That would be fun over there. And the shooting game, that would be fun. With these balloons as target practice. Now, all the naughty people, we don't bother putting them on trial, we just take them to this part of town, which is the prison. Now, it's the prison district, really, because it's not just one prison, it is indeed, and I haven't counted them yet, not just one prison, it is one, right there. Two. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 prisons just here. Now each prison holds 1 million humans, and so there are statistics somewhere that tell us how many prisoners there are stored here in the urban conurbation of Fucklington. I'm not going to look it up now because who wants to do that? Not me. So we pass, by the way, I'm the mayor of Fucklington and I designed the whole place, so if anyone's got any complaints, we plenty of incinerators that can look after you, so to speak. Take care of. Now, in the middle of the prison, surrounded by the prisons, is the only children's play area in Fucklington. When I say the only children's play area, I'm not joking. It genuinely is. If you live in Fucklington and you have a child and you for some stupid reason think that outdoor play is a good then you bring your child thing here to play, overlooked by windows containing some of the most dangerous people, not just in Fucklington but from all over really. A lot of radio DJs from the 1970s are stored in there, if you know what I mean. Overlooking. It's quite an interesting area really, the children's playground. I'd like to teach the world to sing. I'd like to think that the balloons are somehow manufactured by a company called Virgin. That sounds a bit odd, doesn't it? Talking about children's playgrounds and prisoners with nail files in their feet. Pedestrian files. But Virgin, the balloon company that started out as a record company, you know, the one owned by Mr. Dickie Branston's pickle. Well, he's in a bit of a pickle now, isn't he, Mr. Branston? Because he's listed alongside Einstein's buddies as liking a bit of the old underage. I'm not even going to go there actually. There's an ice cream truck. That's the ice cream truck in Fucklington, overlooked lovingly by the guards and inmates of prison number 4. And here is the fire station. From whence did come the vehicles to put out the burning building? Which, unless you were here earlier, you missed. Don't ask me what that sound is. It's... what is that? Someone frying eggs or something? Oh, it's a French fire station. La Maison de Flammable. But, you know, probably one of the most sensible incinerators in town is the one right next to the fire station. Yeah. And beyond that, yet another hole in the ground where we put stuff we can't be bothered to burn. A little more of the electricity pylon. See, I like to think of this as more a minimalist sculpture park. This area, sort of. I don't want to say that these pylons are unnecessary.
He has a dick in every pie.
Oh, good God! I presume you're talking about Branston Pickle. Yes, Dickie Branston. A sticky dick in every pie. Yeah, he does, I suppose, allegedly. So yeah, this sculpture park, it's good. I like it. I'm attracted to the contrast of geometry, strong, bold, erect steel, hard steel, and the power of life-threateningly dangerous electricity all hovering in the sky. But also the kind of futility, the pointlessness of it. It's a statement. it's a statement, I suppose, on the contrasting features of the importance and yet unimportance of existence. I'm just talking shit, by the way. I've just made that up in a moment. It sounded good though, didn't it? More incinerators. More landfills. Oh my god, there's a row of incinerators. No wait, they're not incinerators, are they? They're crematoria. How disrespectful is that? To have a place where you dispose of the deceased adjacent to the place where you dispose of toothbrushes and other shit that you can't be bothered to get rid of responsibly. It is a blue sky. Yeah, look, there's a person with some kind of four-legged... What is that? Oh, they just went in there with a four-legged snake. The hell? Who takes four-legged snake into the crematorium in a hurry? Perhaps they thought no one was looking. Well, moving on, you may have noticed towards this side of Fucklington there's a beautiful view of the motorway, which you probably used to get here. There's a van with a banana on the roof. Look at that there, look, there's another one. Is that a banana? Is that a hot dog? Camera won't let me get close enough. So yeah, but over this side of town there's more space. This is undeveloped land, in case you couldn't tell. This land is yet to be designated. I think they call it brown belt. Undesignated as of yet. But there are roads, and the reason there are roads is because people like to drive and are encouraged to drive unnecessarily. Make a trip. Make a journey. You want to make a journey? Get in the car. Now, you might have noticed also there are no buses in Fucklington. Why are there no buses? Well, the answer is simple. Who likes to sit on a bus? Not me. No. I prefer to burn petrol and diesel and poison the air for everybody else. Good timing. Now, are we going to see these NPCs getting out? Oh, off they go again! You will never get out. You'll never, ever leave. Imagine the balloon controller is saying to them, "Oh well, here we are now, approaching the end of our tour. I hope you had a beautiful ride." Oh, what's that you say? Want to go round again? Oh well, okay. No, we're hungry. We want to go and get something to eat. Let's just have another little look around first. No, could you please land? Yeah, just after we do the tour again.
Put a fairground on it.
Put a fairground on it. Yeah, I could do. I don't want people having too much fun though. But yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Now, someone's got one of those fucking four-legged snakes. At some point, I'm going to name these balloons. I think it'd be nice to give each balloon its own name. How many balloons we got? 1, 2, 3, and 4. The fourth one is lower down than the others. Right, okay, so that's going to be... let's think. Let's have something Second World War themed. Tom, Dick and Harry. How about that? Tom, Dick and Harry. I think that's what they called the bouncing bombs during the Second World. You know, the bombs that took out the dam busters. I think that's right. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it possible? Is it possible to name a balloon? I think Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yeah, I think that would be nice. Nice names. I mean, I like looking at hot air balloons. It's just you'd never catch me inside the basket. You know, actually when I was a child I used to cycle around the countryside on my push bike. And because Dickie Branston had his factory just down the road from where I lived, I used to be able to watch balloons pretty much every summer. Every weekend during the summer. Go and watch Dickie tampering with his balloons. That was before he crossed
Ghost
the...
Train Shooting Range Hall of Mirrors.
That's a good idea, yeah. Yeah, shooting range. Hall of Mirrors. The Hall of Mirrors, that'd be fucking beautiful, I think. Ghost Train. Fantastic. These are good ideas. Now let's just pause time and see if we can name these fucking balloons. I think it's maybe possible. There we are.
Fred Good Name Balloon.
Fred Good Name Balloon. Okay. Fred it is. I don't remember Fred being a name associated with the dam busters, but you know, that's okay. Let's how do we do that? Inspect. Oh, we can rename the balloon. Oh yes. Alright, well Chirper Balloon is not gonna be the name. Let's have Dick. I'm thinking Dick is Dickie Branston. Dick. Perfect. Now how do we know it's called Dick? Because when you inspect it, it says Dick on it. Dick. That's good. So we start time again and let Dick go. Bye, Dick. I don't know which one this is. This Which one is this? We don't know. We don't know. It's unimportant which one it is, isn't it? Let's just stop the clock. I'm not sure about Fred as a name. After all, we now have... Oh, well, do you know what? Let's have Fred then. You know. It's irritating that someone comes in and names a balloon when what I've specifically been asking for is names of roads. These road names are all generic. But anyway. How did I do that? There we go. What was that? Tom, Dick and Harry. So this one's... Tom. Let's have Tommy. Because Tommy is what I named one of my trash cans. Not trash cans, trash truck. Trash truck Tommy, that was it. Tommy G. Oh, well, let's have Tommy G. Actually. Tommy G. Tommy G. That's good, this gets better. Tommy G. Wait up, let's have Tommy G. Blingmeister, I think. Bling. Tommy G. Blingmeister. Fucking, well, this boy Tommy G's a badass. Badass, fucking, that's the one. Suck my Tommy G, Blingmeister. Okay, that's good. That's good, I like that name. Tommy G, Blingmeister. Yeah, that's good, that is, yeah. Start the time again. Tommy G, Blingmeister. What else we got? We could stop the time while they're all near each other. That'll make things a bit easier, wouldn't it? That one. That's Dick. That's Dick. Dick isn't enough now. I've seen Tommy's name. Dickie Branston. Branston. And I think this should be hyphenated. Dickie Branston Hole. That's good. You know how people say, like, cake hole. Shut your cake hole. That's Dickie Branston Hole. That's nice, that. Yeah. So we got Tommy G. Blingmeister, Dickie Branston Hole, and Harry Krishna, obviously. Obviously, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. That's just perfect. And Dickie Branston Hole, Hare Krishna, what was that one? Tommy G. Blingmeister, and Fred. I think Fred was the name we had. Fred, good name. That's what we'll call it. Because somebody said in the chat, Fred, good name. For balloon. Was that it? Good name. Balloon. Good name for balloon. For balloon. For balloons. Let's have Fred for balloons. I think it's gonna have to be Freddy. Freddy. Oh, we got a number here, I reckon. Yeah, that's the fucking one. How do you spell balloons? Is that right? Does it have a double L? Freddy 4 balloon. That's good, actually. We'll keep it singular. Freddy 4 balloon. Good name. Good name. That's one word. It's not good. And it doesn't mean good name. That's actually the proper noun. Freddy 4 balloon, good name. That's great. That's great. That is. That's great. That's really great. Freddy 4 balloon, good name. Off you go, my dude. And what? Oh. That's good. That's really good. Well, I'm really happy we've named these balloons. I think that's important. Hare Krishna. Dickie Branston Hole. These are good guys. And what we got? Tommy G. Blingmeister. I'm more than happy. I did not know these balloons were going to end up quite so much fun. I love it. Welcome to Fucklington. There's a bit of parking here. Parking for hundreds of people. You know, they may all want to go on the balloons together. But this is going to be my school education district. Somewhere around here. I'm thinking maybe along here. I'm not quite sure. We're going to have, like, you know, school for really young little ones. We might put the little school here. And then a medium school for the middle-sized ones, the Goldilocks. And then a big school for the daddy bears. And they will all learn the ways. learn the ways. They will learn the ways. They will be educated and re-educated until they have learned the ways of Fucklington. Once they know how to behave, they can go and live in a awful, stinking apartment just over there.
Freddie Lovett.
Freddie Lovett. Yeah, Freddie's good, isn't he? Freddie's good. Where are you, Freddie? Where are you, Freddie? Come on. Is that Freddie? Yep, Freddie, 4 balloon, good name. He's a fucking good one, that is. That Freddie 4 balloon, good name. How beautiful is that? I love it. Let's carry on with the tour of Fucklington. I almost called it the town there. That would be inappropriate. Let's give it its proper name. Now that down there is the next best thing I haven't talked about. It's a... I think that's a coal-powered... Yeah, that's a coal fuel power station. So that's burning coal to generate electricity. And obviously we need a lot of electricity because, look, I'm not joking, this is absolutely necessary. These pylons, they might look like they're just stood here doing nothing, but they're actually supplied with electricity that's being sent here from this whole generating area. They're sent through underground cabling. You probably think I just made that up, but these are actual truths I'm telling. So we've got a coal generator there, and then we have nuclear reactor number 1. I think that might be 1 and 2 actually. It is, yeah. Reactor nucleoid 1 and 2. The nuclear reactors are there in these huge cylinders. There, that's 1. That's 2. Now that would easily be 2 would easily be enough for a town the size of Fucklington. But who wants just 2 alone? We can export electricity. So we have 2 there. We have 2 more here. Totaling 4. 6. 8. 8 nuclear reactors. All next to each other in a very small area. Put them all together. And of course you have to have nuclear stuff near the water, because the reactors need fresh water to cool them down. You don't splash it on. It's actually a lot more specialist than that. I don't want to talk on the subject because I wouldn't want to pretend to be an expert in reactor functioning, preservation, anything. I don't know much about them, but I am well aware that they need to have water supply. Remember that Fukushima when they set that thing off? There was too much water, so there has to be a balance. Gotta get the balance right. Just like anything really, if life is out of balance, then you're fucked. Life out of balance. The Hopi Indian word for that is Koyaanisqatsi. A film produced by Godfrey Reggio, a bloody good film. With the soundtrack composed by Philip Glass. Incidentally, the soundtrack to this short film sounds a little like Philip Glass. It does have a sort of late 20th century industrial minimalist feel to it. So we've got these coal power stations as well. The coal turbine, the turbines there. There's quite a few of these. What is that? What is that roaring? Sounds like a lion or something. Wild predatory animals on the loose. That would be good here as well. You know, just spice things up a bit. Seeing balloons crash into each other. That would be just the highlight of my day. So I think so we've got coal power here, nuclear power here. What on earth is that noise? Well, anyway, I'm not complaining about the noise because it means the machines are doing something. They're doing something. The road goes through like this, flanked by all this power. Now, I think the young, out of all the schools, I think the young one, what would you call a creche, the nursery school, would be sort of nestled in here somewhere amongst all these chemicals and shit. I mean, look, the ground here is very much the wrong colour. I'm going to guess that that's pollution that's done that. So I think that would be a perfect place to have a school, especially for the very young. Give them, give them diseases when they're young enough to have them develop as they go through the education system. Stunt their growth with radioactive chemicals in the air. Speaking of stunting growth, we have put one piece of adult outdoor leisure activity here. You may have seen it earlier. If not, let's have another little look here. It is a basketball court right there, and people are actually using it. These two are shooting some hoops. There you go. You see now, it's all happening. Come on now, it's your turn. Let's see what you can do. I'm gonna block here. I'm blocking here. Now you're through. Oh, fantastic! Well done. Well done. Lovely. Nice game. Nice place to shoot some hoops. These trees don't look very alive. I hope that's nothing to do with the nuclear factories over here. Nevertheless, I think a perfect spot to get a bit of exercise down by the nuclear power stations and the coal power. And you know what? If it wasn't the vibrant smell of burning chemicals and nuclear reactions filling your lungs while you play in the sunshine, then what more could you ask for than a sewage treatment plant? Or should I say multiple sewage treatment plants? I think now if we frame this right, we can get my dudes shooting hoops just there on the right, having fun shooting some hoops on a sunny day. Let's just see if we can get them. There we are. The nuclear and coal power stations to the right, and the large open air pools of human excrement on the left. And it's a breezy day, so you're not telling me that these people out here are not taking it right in their lungs. Get out of breath and breathe in some of this shit. Like, I'm not over exaggerating. This will be shit, actual shit. Because that's what they do, you know. That's what these things are. They exist IRL, and they I can't quite remember how they work, but they leave the shit in the open air like that for a while, and something happens to it. I can't remember. Maybe microbes, you know, airborne things like come along and land in the shit and sort of eat it up, you know. So it's a what do they call it? Waste product, human waste product processing plant. That's probably a good way to describe it. Or a place where shit water is turned into drinking water. How about that? Oh, did I just see a gull fly into the land and disappear? Possibly yes. Welcome to the chat. Please feel free to use the chat as you see fit. It reads it out. Oh, there we go. There's a gull of the sea. Off to... Where's he going? Off to visit the nuclear reactors. The coal burning. Oh, he's having a great time up there, isn't he? Wouldn't it be nice to be a bird? Just gliding around over the shit factory. Now, it's not all shit, because what we've done here is we've put the shit processing plants here. As you can see, the river is flowing in that direction. As we look at it, that direction, right to left. And so, naturally, downstream, this is where we've placed the water, the drinking water plant. Now these places, there's a few of them. Look, there's one there. There's another one there. You've got to produce a lot of drinking water for you know, a town like Fucklington. So these places, their pipes go down into the water. They suck up the water. And then inside these concrete boxes, some sort of magic allegedly happens. And it's turned into fresh, clean, life-giving water, fit to keep a human healthy and happy for a full and healthy, wholesome lifetime. The welcome to the chat. Please feel free to use the chat. If you'd like, by the way, while we're here, use the chat. If you would like to name anything after yourself or something, please feel free to pop it in the chat. We are in the business of naming things, and you know what? If you want to name something after a loved one, or after yourself, or after a memory, be it happy or otherwise.
Dispasmo here.
Dispasmo, welcome to the chit chat. We're looking around the town of Fucklington. Yeah, if you could name a road. You could name this is Fucklington where we are. You could name a prison. There's 4 prisons. You could name the road where all the workers live. Thank you for that. You could name whatever you choose. We currently have, if anything is named and you want to name it, or it's already named, then I'll just tell you. The balloons are named already by another viewer. It's hot air balloons. Let's have a look. What are they called? They're called difficult to fucking well look at. Well, let's just pause time for a moment, and we can get to them a bit easier. No.
Clydington.
There, this one's called Hare Krishna. This one's called Freddy 4 Balloon Good Name. And this one's called Cemetery. No, that's the cemetery there on the ground we've accidentally clicked on. This one's called Dickie Branston Hole. That one is a tribute to Mr. Virgin, you know, the guy who's on Einstein's list, his special list. And then that other one is called Freddy something. What's he called? Freddy something. Oh no, this is Tommy G. Blingmeister. You know, the balloons have got names. It's good. It's good. What I forgot to say, by the way, is that this whole area is called Fucklington, and just across the river is a district known as Lower Hatewick. A bit intentionally, a bit like Gatwick, because there's the airport. But it's not called Gatwick, it's called Hatewick. So I'm going to restart time. There we go. I need to tend to these flashing things are the rubbish or trash. The trash is not being collected from these places, so that needs sorting out. And then, yeah, so I've just covered Fucklington really on this side of the river. If you're dead spasm, we have not. You'll have to go back and watch the replay if you want to see that, because I'm not going over all that again. It's very detailed and very interesting. And I think everything I've said about it is very educational, informative, and not repeatable. So then, this is where the hot air balloons do their docking. This is where the nuclear passage. And then this is the water press. This is the shit plant where they process shit and make drinking water. Now, one thing I wanted to show you and didn't get around to, is just what I was coming to next, is this is here the shit is processed. So that's the human excrement from Fucklington. Right there, and there's open air thingies. And then it's processed, and they take the shit out, and it pours out of these things. What can I call them? Waste disposal tubes. And so the wastewater is not wasted, it's put back into the river. The cycle, the water cycle. Obviously it's got the shit taken out of it. So we're not just putting shit in the river. You know, there's some special enzymes inside these concrete bunkers that, look, yeah, they take the shit water in the building, and then the little maggots eat it, and then they pour the water out into the river. See? Like that. And then just a bit further downstream, it's a very fast flowing river, just a bit further downstream is where water is collected and turned into drinking water. These are processing plants that turn, believe it or not, river water into drinking water. And then that is piped to all factories and homes and prisons, everything in Fucklington. In fact, there is one water pipe that goes directly to the Fucklington's hospital, which is right there. Fucklington's first hospital is there. These roads are just so that emergency patients, they just have a nice scenic view on the way to the emergency room. Yeah, so incinerators. So that's Fucklington. There's a couple of things still need doing. I'll be moving on to that shortly. But I wanted to do a tour of the area first, like an overview. A couple of things that need connecting up here are the this is a cafe, a pier de cafe. Now obviously it's a really beautiful place to be hanging out, and I bet the air here is really fresh and, you know, lovely. I bet it's lovely here. I bet the air off the river, you know, and beautiful views of, well, local industry and everything. You know, you could go there and get yourself a le croissant, l'espresso, a cup of tea. Sit out and you know, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. And yes, we have no bananas. So then down here we have yeah. So what I need to do is basically connect this to the roadway. I'm thinking I'm going to put a path down there. A path. A little path. So it's just like a footpath that goes down, you know. There's plenty of parking up there, look. It's car parking. So if you live in that bit over there, you can pop over in your car. There are no buses. We don't believe in public transport. Pop over, park your car, and then just walk along the pavement here, past the nuclear reactors.
We have no bananas today.
We have no bananas today. Yeah, that's right. Past the nuclear reactors and the coal factories. Down the pathway to the cafe for your banana. Oh no, sorry, we have no bananas today. And for your Cafe Del Sol. I'll tend to the rubbish collection a bit later on. Yeah, I've got to put a pathway in there basically, so people can get to it. You can't have people just walking down that dangerous cliff edge. There's also this. Look, I've put in very numerous leisure activities here. A jet ski.
I sent you a name to snap.
Oh, you sent me a name. Okay, right. I will look at that please, if you bear with me, I will look at that in a moment. That is the that's a jet ski rental place. As you can see, the jet skis are right there. No, so if you want to hire a jet ski, you just pop in there. There'll be another footpath, obviously, down to the jet ski thing. You go down there, you pop into the jet ski office, and you say to the jet ski attendant, you know, that you want to rent a jet ski. Perfect location. Just happens to be a lot of water. Although it's no accident. And look, I'm going to be smart here. Not showing off, but I think...
Jet skis buried in poop?
Buried in poop, yeah. I believe I believe the jet ski rental is there because of the river. I think you've got a river, so naturally this is where you're going to do your water processing and your shit treatment, shit processing plant. So that's clean. That's clean water, by the way. It is processing shit, but that's clean water. And then flows down here. That collects water that's then turned into drinking water. And then your jet ski place. You know, and then you could get your jet ski and get in. You don't so much get in the water. You get on the water. And it's quite high up. So what they do is...
Chocolatey milk, MMHH.
Chocolatey milk. Yes, indeed. Yes, chocolate milk. Round the back, chocolate's made. What they do here, actually, because it's so high up, is the people, the staff here. They take your payment, obviously money, or casual sex. You know, anyway. They take your payment and whatever it is depends on the price, the fee, the feel, and then you choose your jet ski of any of these selection of 3 pastel colours, and then they just kick it off the edge into the water. So the person that works there just kick one leg firmly on the ground, the other leg positioned to give it a forceful but not too harsh shove into the water. And then obviously you have to then jump in and collect your jet ski, and then that's it. And then you get to ride around for 30 minutes only, which means you'd probably have just enough time to actually get maybe somewhere, maybe the other side or whatever, before you have to start panicking that it's time to return, or you might get charged extra for being late. And the only payment they take then would be, I don't know, some kind of hard fucking or something. I don't know. So that's the jet ski, the cafe, and then we have here fishing pier. For those of you who like to eat fish, fresh fish, of course, river water fish. And there's two chaps sitting right there doing their fishing. What a lovely thing to do on a lovely afternoon, and next to the... I mean, it must be so peaceful out here. Probably can't really hear the factories. What a lovely location. Oh, he was, this one on the left, he was not quite sure if he wanted to sit there. There we go, what you got? What's he caught? Oh, no, he's put it in his... He did keep that, didn't he? So they're doing some fishing. Fishing it is. In it. And once again, this is the cleanest water in the area, to be fair. Those two, they like to slide around on their chairs, don't they? Dare I say, there's another fisher there. Is he casting right now? There we go. No, he's just pulled in a lovely fish. A Fiskarama. There's a couple more there.
That's me.
That's you. Dataristics. Will be, I think we may well be about to name something. So let's stop time. And see if we can... I think naming an individual is going to be tricky. So we're going to name the entire pier, and it's going to be the Dada Pier, named after Dadaistics, as a testament to Dadaistics. It will be called. It will be renamed. Dada. Oh, Dada. 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 Daddy Dada. Daddy Dada. Which is already sounding well dodgy, but you know, it's an innocent bit of fun. Don't panic. Daddy Dadas. Daddy Dadas. Oops. Daddy Dada's secret fisting. Fisting. Peer. That's good, that. See, I'm happy with that. Daddy Dada's secret fisting peer. Perfect. Perfect name.
Ha ha ha.
A tribute. A tribute to Daddy Dada's. Yeah, that's good. That and Dadaistics. You know, you've had some. You've had a fishing pier named after you. Good. I'll sort the roads out a bit later. There's another one here. There's another pier here, just designated for catching la piscinerie. Also needs a road attaching to it. So that's the Fucklington side of the river covered. And now let's go and look at the other side of the river, which is by no limit of comparison is not at all industrial. Look at how poisoned.
Le Fleur de Pierre.
Le Fleur de Pierre. I think that's a lovely name. Yeah. I will attend to that shortly. And 428 residents, and we appear to be all happy, say the statistiques. Yeah, so it's not industrial on the other side of the river. They don't do work over there. Fucklington is where you do the work, go to prison, get poisoned by the factories and the radioactive incinerators, and where the children play in the only playground in town overlooked by lifers, for want of a better word. And then, pardon me, the bit we covered already, which is where the workers live. A long, straight...
Do you have any suburbs? I sent you a name for one of those to snap, haha.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Let me know, let me look. That's just perfect. That is just perfect. I'm going to name that. I'm going to do that right now. Otherwise I will forget. perfect. Yeah, so this is where they live. And I think we're going to name the road as per your suggestion. So I'm going to try and bust this one out as quick as possible, because it's quite boring typing on this thing. Ricky. And I assume that is a reference to a certain Ricky. Actually, there's so much noise pollution in this neighbourhood that people get sick because of the noise. It makes them so ill that they get ill. They get ill with it. Come on. There we go.
Yes, that Ricky.
That Ricky, yeah. Right. I want to just get this right, so that's why I'm concentrating. That's right, okay, yeah. So, Ricky. It is fucking noisy, isn't it? Can you imagine living in this hellhole of a street? What a noise. Screwdriver. Now that is the name of a cocktail, and I can't remember what it is. Is Screwdriver the one that's just basically orange juice?
No, therefore I live in the woods.
No, therefore I live in the woods. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I think I would live in the fucking woods if this was... Screwdriver, I think, is vodka mixed with fresh orange juice. Ricky, Clitty, Screwdriver. I'm going to put Avenue on here. See, that's the one. And I think I'm going to change the capitalization of Avenue so that it says a venue.
Yes, that's right. Good on ya.
So that is a venue. It is. Screwdriver, it is. And I think I'm also the other amendment I want to make here. There's nothing if it's not collaborative. Is we're going to do the same or similar rather. That's not right. We're going to do a similar thing here. So that's going to be a capital C, as in crew driver. The person who drives the crew, right? But it's still actually, if you look, says Ricky Clitty's Screwdriver Avenue. Ricky Clitty's Screwdriver Avenue. You know, if you don't like this, you can stick it in your asshole, because that's what it is. I like it. I'm proud of it. I presume Daddy Dada's fisting peer.
Perfecto.
Perfecto indeed. That's good, that. No, that's good, it looks great. I'm happy with that. Thank you for the suggestion. Look at that, isn't that lovely? So all the road names here will be personalised in time. Or maybe I'll do an update in a month or two, something like that, you know, just as on the next full moon. Look at that, and it updates. It tells you every now and then. It'll tell you, oh yeah, don't forget, you're on Ricky Clitty Screwdriver Avenue. Yeah.
Good on ya.
Good on ya. That's what it is. Then, yeah, good. So that looks great. And then we've got all the dead stuff down here, which is all good. So, and this is the sculpture park. Looks important. Now, Fucklington needs a couple of little adjustments, you know, as described. Let's pop over the river.
Can you name anything? Like a car or something?
Can you name anything? Yeah, you can name anything. I've named one of the garbage vehicles, trash trucks, I think they're called in the game. I've called it Tommy Trash Truck. Just little, it's like baby talk in it, you know. Look, Green Street. We're gonna rename that. I'm pretty sure you could name most things. Yeah, look, you can rename the water treatment plant. You can name anything. Now, let's not do lots of renaming right now, because it's time consuming, and I want to get round to something that is slightly more important, which happens to be the
Bailiff retard mobile. I was thinking, haha.
Oh my god. No, I do like that actually. I'm gonna. Yeah, no. These notes are here. So, I love the sound of the gulls of the sea. I want to cross the river now and look at the other side, because it's interesting. There's a different vibe, very different vibe over there. There's one of the gulls of the sea. Isn't that lovely? Where'd he go? Somewhere around there. Oh, so Fucklington. We've looked at Fucklington. And now let's look at this area, Lower Haytwick. That airport needs a look. And this is a mega hotel. I think that's what they called it. Yeah, I mean that is fucking disgusting. And I don't mean that in a complimentary way, but this hotel, I'm sorry, this is disgusting. It's going to bring tourism to the town. But, you know, it's one of those sort of, who the fuck is going to stay in that monstrosity? Not me. Not me. Not at all. But, you know, it's one of those disgusting modern hotels. It looks shit and probably is shit on the inside. And, Yeah, it's just across the river from the shit processing plant. And look, there's its corporate door.
I've been in a hotel like that. You're
Good.
right, it's shite.
Good God. Oh God. I'm sorry. Just looking at it makes me want to puke. So yeah, no, that's pretty awful. Yeah, I do not know how many floors there are, but it's more than enough. Now, this land here is really where it's basically, this is the fucking theft area, because we take money from visitors. I'm gonna give more detail to that definition by just popping up
One glass of water, $10 there.
Oh God! Glass of water, please. $10. Yeah. Dreadful. River water. So that is a motorway over there, or as they call it in the USA, the thing that Americans call a motorway. Now that's another very, very busy road, which is not looking busy at the moment because I've paused it. I think. Are we still paused? No. It's not looking very busy because it's actually sort of blocked off until I open up these connections. I know that sounds very technical. Don't let that worry you. I'll explain. There's a toll booth here. God, get out of the way. A toll booth here, which brings people in from the motorway, from the highway, the freeway, the byway, the motorway, whatever you call it. Toll booth, you pay to get off the motorway to come into this town, and then you've got a little road there. Look at that, that's scenic. Little road there. It weaves in and out, makes you think, ooh, so exciting, where are we going? But they know where they're going because they came here for this. So you pull off the road. You've paid to get into the town, which kind of lets you know it's a commercial hellhole. And if you've come in to go to the airport, there'll be signage. You go down into that tunnel there. That tunnel takes you underground here, under here. We don't want to disturb the trees and the peace and the tranquility. You drive through the tunnel. I just like the idea of going underground on your way to the airport, where you're then picked up by a vehicle that takes you overground. I was going to put a bus in to the airport, but fuck a bus. We want people to burn fuels, fossil fuels. Fuck a bus. And I'll probably put some car parks in here. This goes to the departures and arrivals, and for some reason that says it's an international airport. Okay, that's fine. It's a two-way road. Clearly on this side is a couple of runways, which is where the birds of hell land and take off. And this one, in case you haven't noticed, is perfectly lined up with the hotel. So if there was an accident, I'm just going to simulate flying now, then potentially it could lead to a catastrophic accident here. That would be really, really awful, wouldn't it? Like 9/11 all over again. God, you know, rip. I don't want to be insensitive, but people could easily die because of the positioning of this airport. It's almost asking for it, isn't it? Look at the alignment. Anyway, actually I missed a trick there. I could have put the hospital in line with the other runway. Anyway, let's not worry too much about that, because maybe that can be moved later. So the exit from the airport goes down here. We're going to go to this bridge over here, which then cuts to this. This is the incinerators. These are the incinerators for the airport. Now, in case you hadn't noticed, it's the airport is seriously lacking in refuse collection, even though yeah, look there, see, the bins are full, and so that's what this is for. This thingy, this really unnecessarily huge bridge is gonna continue to be unnecessarily huge, and will be the way to the incinerators. And as soon as I've completed that road, we will see. Oh, wow, that's crazy, isn't it? We will see the road. Look how easy it is to build. I say easy. Somewhere like that. I think somewhere there. Maybe there. Is that it? Slope too steep. Alright, let's just leave that one for now, and we can we'll probably guide this one over there instead. Let's try it the other way around, shall we? Again, you might not have noticed this, but one of the aesthetics I've taken on board here is to use what you've got. That's the best way. Use the dynamics of the game. Other people might choose not to do so, but the limitations are the way. The limitations of this construction really are the methodology of creation here. So you might think, well, that's a very wasteful way to build, but no. It's not wasteful. It's become the methodology to burn too much fuel, to make unnecessary road journeys, to not use buses and public transport of any kind. You know, to have an unnecessarily long journey to the hospital, so people probably die in the back of the ambulance on the way there. You know, to build a bridge across the river just so that you can empty the bins at the airport. You know, to destroy parts of the forest so that you can have your stupid road. You know, I mean that's what this is all about. That's what, you know, it's part of the fun. It's the fun, the fun of the world. The fun of Fucklington is what it's all about. It's what we're here for. Your life was just a waste of time before you arrived in Fucklington, and now you're here. Let's have fun with it. Let's have fun with it. You don't need the pointlessness of existence now. Now you're here in this beautiful mad world. Just go with it. Just have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Let yourself go. Let yourself go. You know. Eat. Be fat. Enjoy. We is coming. This is your, you know, final warning. Enjoy yourself. It's, we have no bananas, and it's later than you think. It is less than, well, I don't know, how many seconds? There's less than 30 seconds to midnight. You might as well, and I'm not talking, this is not clock time. Those of you know what I'm talking about, know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, don't know what I'm talking about. But to use a cliche, it is what it is. It is what it is. Time is the illusion. Time is imaginary. Your time is there to be wasted. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Here, in the conurbation known as and affectionately called Fucklington. And why weren't that clip on? Look. Weird, isn't it? Weird, that. Weird, isn't it? Now, let's see what we got. I think that bridge is... Yeah, see, that's lovely. That's crossed the water beautifully. That's crossed the water, crossed the river there. This hot air balloon doesn't know what the fuck to do. That's good. I wonder if I could trap a hot air balloon while it's flying. I don't know what I'd use to trap it, but you know, you could build something that it kind of couldn't get out of. I don't know. I'll have to have a think about that one. I'm going to do something here because that's interesting. Oh, we're also going to flood this area a little bit. I haven't quite decided how that's going to happen. I'm going to flood this area. Going to put some shit into it. We're going to put that there. We can put that there. We're going to put that there, like that. I think. That one, just that one there, and we'll put it there. We'll put that like that. Linking it up here, boss. Linking it up here, boss. There you go. Go on, have that. Have it. Go on, have it. No, ooh, it's having a little. Look at that. It's having a panic attack. There we are. Linked up. Link that up now. Now we're not going to go the easy route across there. That would be silly. There's one thing we don't do in Fucklington is the easy route, the sensible option. We don't need that unnecessary attitude. It's not fun, is it? We're here to have fun, or rather I, the mayor of Fucklington, I'm here to have fun. And if that comes at the expense of my dear citizens, well, so be it. So as it is, as above, so below. Let's, can we make something awful here now? Maybe? Do we want this bridge to go underwater? No, idiot. Oh well, honestly, the people of this town can be unhappy if they want. But I will just torture them more. If that's how they want to play. Play the game. Play the game. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Just play the game. Play the game. Martini, play the game. Martini, I'm playing the game. Hit me. Hit me. I can't believe that Danny DeVito's first Danny DeVito's first cinematic role is he's on screen with oh, bloody hell, what's his name? Christopher shit, what's his name? Christopher something, the guy who plays the Doc Brown in Ghostbusters, not Ghostbusters, the film about time travel. Christopher... Christopher... That guy. So I haven't set the fee for getting into the town, you know, on the other side of the river. Because, you know, there's a toll booth, but I just haven't set the fee yet. So I think that should be really expensive on that side. And then I'm going to put in loads of sort of designer clothing stores and things where, you know, typically people charge far too much money, and you know, things are made by, I don't know, Vietnamese children in a sweatshop. You know, that kind of chaos. Does that go around the bend nicely? Yeah, it does. It's a very, very sharp turn. Take this up or down. We will take it down. So we'll see if we can get that to go under there. There we go. Let's see, that's good. That's good, that is good. And then we're going to go over to here and up. like that. And do they link? Oh, I don't even see if they link. Do they link? So I think that's a link. There it is. That's the one, that's the link. Where ideally, if you were, well, you know, if you were one of those types who does loads of stupid shit like this, that would just go, well, I mean, the whole thing is pointless, isn't it? Because that would just go across there. There would be like a little connection between these two bits, instead of this one going all round here like this, and you know, there's some lovely bends there in the road, and then off like that, you see. It's a pretzel. Look at that. It looks more like a coat hanger, but that's fine. Now I think that is connected. Fairly certain. Yeah, you see now. And there goes the gulls of the sea. We know it's connected now. We know it's connected. This is an exciting moment. Watching the first Tommy make his way across the bridge. Now, what was this bridge called? Ah, oh, well, that's asking for it. No, that's asking for that. That's exactly what it should be. We're gonna change this to Alistair for obvious reasons. Yeah. Now I'm gonna need a bit of. Oh, that's not right. Oh dear. What have I done? A little bit of guidance on this one. R-E I think. There's no E on the end. Oh, whoops. Oh, fucking hell. Well, that doesn't belong there, does it? Alistair. Is that right? Is that right? Does that look like it's been spelled correctly? Does it? There's an E, A-L-E-I-S-T-E-R. I mean, that's a terrible guess. Aleister. This goes to show what happens as a part of the process of being stupid, becoming stupid. Amend. Aleister. Yeah, I think that's much better. Now that it's spelled correctly. I mean, that just had to happen. Now, is it gonna... Yeah, okay, brilliant. That's all good. Some in the refuse Tommy Trash Collection Company can get to work. What's going on? Oh, that's why they're there, look. Oh, I bet they love this drive. Look how tight that corner is. Oh my god, this is so silly. Get your truck loaded up full of rubbish and go for a spin. On some real dangerous hairpin corners. Suspended very high in the air or above this deadly water. Or both. Yeah, you can see there's quite a few things need fixing. These semi-submerged electrical pylons. Probably should do something about them sooner or later. I mean, that one's fucking sinking. Look at it. Not now, though. You don't, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. And with all these trees, this forest, yeah. We probably want some. What we want is a big wall that we can put around our housing area. And in fact, we don't want a slum here. We want a castle on a hill, I think. I think that's what we'll do. Next to the international airport. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. We also want some incentive to get the paying customers in here. And what was that? That's a trash truck on its way to the airport. That's good. Perfect. We don't want trash trucks messing up the view. The reason we want this bit to look good is because of Alistair Crowley Bridge. I can't believe that. Oh, there we go. Where do they actually collect the rubbish from? Yeah, that's the other one. Maybe then I'm going to stop and visually pick it up from anywhere. Maybe it's just the sort of their presence is all that is required. Yeah, look, they're just carrying on. Great. Well, that's all right, because the rubbish sign has gone from the airport, so this must be working. There's only one place that these bastards can go, and that is round this funny maze, across the water. There we go, across the water to the incinerator. And that's it. Now that thing is saying something to do with crime, I think. What do we need? A prison, police headquarters, a police station. Let's just try a police station. I suppose we should. I suppose we could. Oh no, we can't put it there, can we? No. Well, I suppose we could possibly demolish a building and replace it with a police station. When it does say, doesn't it? There's something here that needs dealing with, and I think it's to do with like the law or something. The law is an arse. Is an arse. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, police. Right, station headquarters. We're not. Oh shit. We're not having a prison. The headquarters are. Oh, actually, not too big. Police headquarters. Seems like a weird place to put it, but I suppose that's sort of in keeping with how the internal. Someone looks happy there. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know. They look happy with this. There's no more flashing thingamajig. Let's go back over here and see what the... Right, well, you know, just gonna have a little police station here because you've just been stupid now, game. You've got a police station right in front of the main entrance. should take a moment for this thing to, you know, adjust. It better not be calling for a fire station. And it would make sense to have a fire station, yeah, but anyway. Fucked if I'm building one unless they say it's absolutely necessary. Oh, necessary. Oh god, now the fucking police station needs water. Water. In it. Some water in it. Okay, so we'll take water from the toll booth to the Polysium Nation Station. So that's got water. There we are, look. And this fucking thing is still flashing. And pray. What it is. No. Would you tell me? Okay. Oh look, there we are, it's gone. Okay, so yeah, it does take a minute to just for things to get all connected up or whatever. Oh, that's good. Oh, wonderful. Now, let's get to this. I wanted to put a house, like a sort of castle, but not like a sort of perverse one. So it's on a little hill, and it. Why is this place crying about rubbish collection when there are plenty of those bastards driving around? Yeah, so all he's got to do is take a left here. Take a left. There you go. And collect the rubbish. Go on. Well, once you get the hang of it, this game is a lot more fun than I had previously thought. He's gone in there and the trash light has stopped flashing. What the hell is that? Is that a masked criminal? That looks like... Wait a minute. What the hell is that? Is that crime? crime rate is high. That's good. No, that's good. The crime rate is high in this hotel. That's good. That's good having a high crime rate in the luxury hotel. Maybe this is where my crime interest comes in, my interest in the law. Let's think. Yeah. That's good. That's perfect. Yeah, that's good, that. I like it. Seems... Well, perhaps the police have come over and, you know, done their job. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. Do I care? 9. Now I'm going to slip in a few of these, what do they call them? Retail. Let's turn this into a place where people will come and spend money. Not residential. Commercial. Low density commercial. That means shops and stuff, doesn't it? We'll have a bit of that. We'll have a bit of shops and stuff. There you go. Whew. That is one hell of a big set of shops and stuff. There you go. We can put some at the end there as well. A little boutique, maybe. There's a little space there for some kind of, I don't know, little thing, you know, nail bar or you know, funny restaurant, or you know. Yeah. Another bit of that there. Some more here. And there. All of this... What's happening here is I'm just placing things. I'm defining the characteristic of these areas so that in their own time they will sort of automatically produce commercial, you know, shops, restaurants, whatever. And that's reason enough for people to arrive. Oh, parking. Yeah, look, some stuff's already being built. Whatever that is, don't know what it is, but yeah, I was just thinking like parking. Maybe I'll build a multi. Ooh, what's it? It's demolishing that now. Whatever. Pennies. Is Pennies a restaurant or something? What's Pennies? Looks like it might be a restaurant. Is that a restaurant? Pennies? Pennies. Tony what? Tony Tom. Let's put a multi-story car park in here somewhere, because there's gonna be parking, shopping, you know, the works. So we don't need the zoning key. We need the weirdly, I think it's actually in parks. It's such a strange thing they did when they... No, not that one. Multi-story decorative parking lot. I mean, how much of a... How confusing is that shit? Anyway, let's build one. Fucking hell, that's huge. Oh my god. Gee. Is it possible to put it... Okay, let's just put it there. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Look at that. And then, and stick another one, sort of, yeah, somewhere like, I don't know, here, maybe? Something like that. Now, I already placed here some basic utilities. So this whole area has electricity running through it. The pylon there covers that, so that should deal with all of the industry here, all of the shops and so on. And also there's water. There's water pipes that deliver fresh water for drinking and so on, and other pipes that are underground to take away, you know, the shit and take it over to the shit processing plant. Okay, now we've got a little... What is that? One... Oh, wait. 120. Alright, so we have 10 minutes before we sign out of this. So let me do that. Set a little timer, otherwise I will get distracted. Right, okay. 10 minutes from now, we will be away. Oh, look, that's good. That's good. That's busy. That's really good. We want people in here driving in. Is that an ice cream parlour? Isn't that wonderful? Love it. Oh, that's just great. Look at that ice cream spinning around on top. That's great. I'm definitely good for that. Now, I don't see any vehicles moving around. Where the hell did it do that? Go right up like that? Where the hell is it going? Oh, it's that hotel, isn't it? Now, what are these complaining about? These places, what does that mean? Percentage? Something to do with money. I'll have a quick look at that. Drugstore, taxes too high. Wow. Wow. I suppose that's going to be the same for you lot as well, isn't it? Let's look at you. What are you saying? Taxes too high, neighbourhood shop. Quiet corner shop. What the hell is... We don't want a quiet corner. We want big business. We want corporations. We want... general store. Okay. God. Okay. We want fancy clothing and shit, right? Taxes too high. Let's do bloody boring texting. Can't remember how do you do that now. Something to do with the money bit, which I think might be in one of these. Is it in that? Economy, that's the one. Income and expenses. Do you know what? I'm just rejecting that call right now. We'll do that. I have, let me see, about 6 minutes left on the broadcast. God, income and expenses, that's not even, that's a disaster. Was taxes too high on something? What were they complaining? Oh wait, that's not, no, these aren't taxes, right. Residential, low density commercial, 29%. Yeah, I suppose that is as high as it can go. Let's just give you let's give you something a bit tax. Yeah, no, we do want your money. Speaking from the government perspective. High density commercial zone, let's do that as well. We can build a couple of them. Industrial zone? Oh, I don't think I've done that. Let's make these a bit more, a bit cheaper. A little bit cheaper to encourage a bit of development on those ones. Now, and we're just going to pop in at some high density commercial stuff to see, just to check. High density commercial. What's the hospital's budget? The healthcare budget is very low. Loads of money gone into garbage, water, electricity and roads. Really like as little as possible being given to health and the fire department. Loads of money gone into policing. Let's turn that down, we can have a bit more crime. Oh. Well, we don't. We haven't even got any schools. Everybody's uneducated, so we could turn that budget off. Larger budget allows parks and plazas to be better maintained, creating more happiness. No. Buildings, buses. All this public transport shit, we can get rid of that because we don't want any buses or public transport anyway. We just want things that pollute. Shit, no. Airport. Well, let's get the airport as rich as possible. Taxis, fuck them. And that's that, I think. So let's put some of these. You lot, you can stop complaining now. I think. Your taxes are already quite low. 10. Oops. Tax, yeah. 10. Okay. And what's that one? Offices. Yeah, put you down. It's Christmas. Come on. Taxes on the residential zone. Let's increase the taxes there. Make life more difficult for the people in the slum. Yeah, let's just try that for a bit. Now you lot, stop crying. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Come on. There we go, you see. Now they're happy. Oh, they're happy. Oh, what are we building this time? Pop soda. What's pop soda? Pop soda. And then something next door. Loads of commercial billboards. That's good. Make people want to buy stuff. A little bit of parking, perfectly necessary. Oh, and that doesn't look very well arranged. Does that say yakisoba? Is that a bubble tea place? It's a little Japanese noodle bar, isn't it? I think, and then an ice cream place next door. Beautiful. Noodles, ice cream. And what's this bullshit? Not enough workers. We'll fucking better employ some more then, hadn't you, dickheads? Oh, that is my timer alarm going off. So that was 10 minutes. You can see this commercial area is really coming together. Yes. Yes, I do. I think yeah. That's all good. Right. Oh. Probably what I'll do is work on this a little bit. Come back next week and have an update. There's a lot of food places here. I was expecting clothes. Fancy clothes. I don't mind as long as people are spending their money, that's fine. I'll name a few more streets, inappropriate things. Oh, it is loud over there, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Didn't quite realise how loud that is. Anyway, that looks a lot more commercially active. I'll set fire to it at some point, you know. I'm just curious how much money is... Look at this! Why is this road so quiet? I was expecting to see vehicles passing through here a lot, but I do not see any. Just see if this thing's making any money. Oh look, there's a vehicle. What is it? What is that? Oh, it's one of those like food trucks. Is it paying? Yes, it's paying. Good. There's another something. A donut truck. So where are my customers coming from? Because that's the way in from the motorway. Even though I see no traffic on the motorway. That's weird, isn't it? What's that? A van. Okay. So they can't get in. Can they get into the area on this road? There's something moving on a motorway. So no, that's exit. This is entrance. Yeah. You pay to get in, you pay to get out. I do not see why there's almost no traffic along that road. Maybe it takes a while for them to realise. There's someone, commercial vehicle paying to leave. Yes. Off you go. Bye. Oh, he's really going for it now. Okay. Perhaps it just takes a little while for the traffic to, you know. Right, commercial vehicles, yes. Commercial properties, yes. Car parks, yeah. A lot of vehicles in there, good. And when the fuck did they arrive? And how did they drive in here? Again, commercial vehicles. Or at least someone's coming here, you know, people are using this. There's a new piece of land available. Areas. Where is it then? Oh yeah, I know about that. I don't know, no. 8 areas available. Wow. Well, maybe I'll do another square another time. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, well that road is now busy. Wasn't like that before. Oh, that's the other road, right? Well, I do believe that for today we have completed our tour of Fucklington with a little bit of work done on it, and knowledge of plans, things to do to improve the town. We named a couple of bits, that was good. We're gonna put some really cheap shitty schools in here on the poisoned ground, and I'm gonna sort these out so the piers can be useful. What else am I gonna do? Build up the commercial area more. Generally speaking, improves the whole fucking area. Oh yes, and I'm going to put my house in on. I'm gonna landscape this area so there's a hill somewhere around here, I think. And on the hill will be a house on the hilltop, surrounded by a wall and a fence and I don't know, some other deterrents. Okay, that's me for today. Over and out. Sending you love if you can hear me. If you can hear my voice, I love you. And I hope that you have a beautiful day. Be kind to each other. Everybody. Okay, see you next time, wankers.